Luna is the coin that just keeps on giving. It is once again broken out as predicted in my last video. Today we're going to review it again, perform some new technical analysis and make some predictions on where we can expect to see the coin go within the next few days. Let's get into it. How's it going, guys? Ryan here and welcome back to another crypto video. We're taking another look at the Luna coin, which sits on the Terra blockchain. We're going to be performing our usual technical analysis using various indicators in order to make some predictions on where we can expect to see the price go in the next few days, weeks and months. But before we get into that, please remember to leave a thumbs up if you enjoyed today's video, and if you want to see more of this sort of content, hit subscribe and turn on those bell notifications. We cover crypto, stocks, investing and wealth management in general. I'd also love to know your thoughts on the current price action of Luna and on Luna as a coin and the Terra blockchain itself down in the comment section below. But without any further ado, let's jump straight into today's analysis. Welcome into CoinSpot, guys. If you're looking to buy Luna or any other cryptocurrencies, there's a link down in the description of this video where you can sign up and start buying crypto now. But let's take a look at Luna, and as you can see, over the past few days we have continued our rise. The last time we looked at Luna was on the 6th of August, and since then it has risen from roughly a high on that day of $21.27 to a new high of recent of $25 and roughly 16 cents. It's currently sitting at $23.30. So really good stuff, and you can see down the bottom here the volume is pretty good, and you can see on those big jumps we are seeing the volume coming in of buyers. Now let's just jump straight to the daily chart, and this is perfectly illustrated by obviously the last few trading days. So you can see right here we have had another little bit of a breakout. This was made quite clear by the fact that we had a bit of a flag pattern which had, formed right in here. Let's make that a bit thicker, and basically what we saw was a typical sort of breakout that you'd expect to see in this sort of space. So let's just draw in a little bit of a chart here, just get a bit of a vibe of exactly what is going on, and it was a bit of a tighter one. So as you can see, that's the sort of flag pattern we saw, and then on the 10th of August we saw the breakout occur, which is right here, and we started going up. So really good stuff, guys. Let's just zoom out a bit more and have a look at those key points we spoke about in the last video, the first of which we are now touching. We were talking about what are our first resistance points to deal with next time, and that's what we are aiming for at the moment. So as you can see, we're obviously sitting at about 23, but if we go up slightly, you'll see that there is a lot of price action that has been occurring in this region. We just touched that $25 mark that we spoke about previously as being, a key point of contention. So let's just draw that line in there. Nice little test, and obviously what we saw was that support, it is support now, that resistance point we broke through and we managed to, keep climbing. So that's that one roughly there, which is at, about $20.70 odd. Good stuff there. We're now in a new trading channel. Plenty of price action has occurred in this point over in the past. I think we're going to see a repeat of exactly what we've just seen here from a flag perspective. We've gone up once again, and we're going to come down a bit like that in a similar sort of a manner before we then once again test the breakout. So what would the target be for today's video? Well, the target would be to break those all-time highs. There's not much resistance past the point we're currently sitting at. So the all-time highs are at almost $30, just shy, about $29.68 roughly. So that is the target, and it's very exciting because from that point, let's zoom out. As you can see, we're talking blue sky now. Uncharted territory for Luna. when we look at the previous rise of Luna, we've seen it's gone, you know, pretty quickly from about $1.10 all the way up to that $29.68 mark. So really exciting potential to come if history is one that does repeat itself. What is brilliant to note as well is we've effectively recovered from, you know, the big drop that we saw, which was, you know, that one right there. If we move the chart across, you'll see exactly that. We're above that point, and that was the day on the 19th of the 5th where Bitcoin crashed, and obviously everything else crashed with it. We've now exceeded that point and we're on the road to recovery. So really exciting things here. On a larger perspective, we might be seeing sort of a bit of a cup and handle pattern form, and we might have something that looks a bit like that. That would be a massive bullish indicator for us if that were the case. And to be honest, that flag that will be forming up here really does look that way. So awesome stuff for all holders at the moment. Let's just remove a bit of this noise so we can bring in our other indicators. Now quickly, I'm just going to look at the RSI. First of all, let's have a look. Are we still overbought? Yes, of course we are, because we once again shot up. Whilst we did see a bit of a sell-off on the 8th of August, we bounced back pretty quickly, and we're still, you know, sitting at about 77.47 points on the RSI, not between our 30 and 70 point range, which is very, very critical for us today. But that is all good. Let's have a look at the MACD as well. I don't think there'll be any surprises there. As you can see, we're still on the convergence level. Almost went back on that 8th of the 8th day to go across below the longer term line, but didn't occur. So good stuff there, bit of momentum. I think we're going to start to see the pullback now. These lines are getting a bit closer. There may be a cross, and we may be going back to test that key support point at roughly $20.60. So that's all good. That's something you would expect to see for the next few days, because realistically we have been pumping very well, and compared to many other cryptos, we have, you know, performed exceptionally, very exceptionally, doing our own thing, not following all the other markets. But now I'm just bringing in our three key indicators for moving averages: our 20-day, our 200-day, and of course our 50-day. Now, what we have seen over the past few days was that golden cross of the 20-day pass through the 200-day. This was known from last video. It's continuing in an upwards manner, obviously, but what we're seeing now and what is really important for us is this 50-day moving average is sitting at roughly, you know, $12.47, and the 200 is sitting at roughly $13.91. What we want to see is that cross. Looks like it's getting closer, looks like it's getting tighter, and if we keep trending in the direction we're moving in, or even if we trend sideways, we're going to see that golden cross of the 50-day pass over the 200-day moving average occur, which is an extremely bullish sign for Luna long term. So some real exciting stuff coming in here. Probably worth noting as well, the 20-day moving average sitting at roughly $17.70 is moving quite rapidly up to our next key support point, which was $20.70 roughly, moving up to that point, and it will act as a large level of support for us. So just zooming out, you can see that Luna is performing exceptionally well compared to many other coins, and I'm very excited because I was one of those people, you know, who managed to get in at this low point, accumulate a few coins, and now I'm just happy to sit on them and watch the coin grow. I'd love to know your thoughts on Luna down in the comments section below. Where do you think it's headed now? Do you think it needs a bit of time to cool off a bit? Or do you think the bullish cycle that it is now currently in is going to continue in the short term? Or how far into the long term do you think it will continue? If you did enjoy today's video, of course, please remember to like and consider subscribing to the channel and turning on those bell notifications if you want to see more crypto content. We also cover stocks, investing, and wealth management. But I'm going to leave it there, guys. I hope you enjoyed today's video and you have an awesome day. I'll see you next time. Cheers.